so finally I will have to go for my weekend groove. Don't mind me, there's no weekend groove anywhere. Good morning. Welcome to Family and Values. My name is Joy Abu. What a week. What educative, interesting, informative week. In fact, the guests we brought from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and today, Friday. It's another relaxing day on family and values. Well, the roads today were a bit busy. Maybe it's common with Fridays, not like Monday till Thursday where I had a free road, but today was a bit busy on the road. Maybe because so many people are rushing for one traveling or the other, or trying to meet up one appointment. Welcome to Family and Values. Today is the 5th of April 2024. Yes, the month is running fast. Trust me, next week, once you enter Friday, upper week, you look at it and April is gone. So if you're still struggling, if you're still procrastinating, my dear, it's time to get up and get that job or get that course, that career moving and get your family fixing. Yes, I don't want to say, I'm not in the studio alone. Of course, I'm always in the studio with the beautiful Olori seated. Let me not call her color today, so that I should not say, you're fond of always calling my colors. Today, lips sealed. Good morning.
She's sealing her lips today for only God knows why. I'm so grateful she did not come up with that color. Beautiful morning to you, Nigerians. Beautiful morning, Lagos. Beautiful day ahead to all who will be watching us later and who are still joining us, irrespective of the time zone. Want to say beautiful, thank God it's Friday. Let's see how we're going to rock it. After Easter, it seems like things are going to be toned down a little bit, but it's in like that. Yeah. There are events and activities going on in around us. And Ramadan Kareem Baraka, Jumat to all our brothers and sisters in Islam. Today is another beautiful day you don't want to miss because we have something up our sleeve. And today we have set it aside to be for the youth. Right, Joy?
Yes, so we decided that just from this, when we started this month, I said we're going to put a switch to whatever we're going to do, that we are twisting some things. And so Fridays, actually, we've dedicated it to the youth, to the activists. If you know how to do human rights, come. Let's help you.
And also, it's another avenue for you as we continue with the second quarter of the year 2024 to have a voice. We want to know what exactly does the youth want. What is it that we're lacking? What is it that the elders have left undone, or what is it that they have messed up? And you think these are the way we want to see what exactly is happening, and we need your voice on this.
And we want to know why the youths are not they are not planning to get married. Why is it that they don't want to imbibe values into their life? No,
don't forget what Remi Lawal said. He said, if you want to face your career, face it squarely.
If you want to marry,
if you want to get married, get married. Work it and manage the two together and marry it.
Well, it's okay, but we've decided that, let's give the youth a voice. Let's not be that they'll now be saying every time people be talking about, you'll be bringing coaches. Don't worry, this time around, Fridays, we are bringing youths like you that would, when you see them, people that understand the minds of the youths, Okay, so we are going to our mini feature, and when we return, today's topic is one topic, trust me, you don't want to miss. In fact, this topic here, we're going to try as much as possible not to break the table. The table is going to be saved. Myself and Olori will be on the very, because our guest today is one that's going to spill everything in regards to this topic.
To join us on our social media platforms.
Wherever you are, just turn on your notification button now and start watching Family and Values. Let's go on our mini feature, and when we return, we will start our conversation. See you on the other side. Come back. The effect of baby mama in the society. Hey, this topic, I'm sure a lot of baby mamas now are saying, hey, they've come for us. They've come for us. Started again. Don't worry. We are going to have a very soft landing. We have a youth. I still call him a youth because that's what he is. He is a youth. He's not an elderly man, so he is a youth. He is also a journalist, a publisher, a leadership coach. Now he's aspect of leadership is concerned with youth, to be particular, like building the minds of the youth and leading them on the right path. But someone who has love for family and the values that we instill. He's always joining us live on Zoom, but this time around, you know the same way we dragged Remi Lawa to the studio. This time around, we said this topic, guy, you can't do Zoom. You have to be live in the studio. And today we have Adebukola Oloyeye. I think I got that name right. Oloyeye. Good morning.
Good to see you again.
You know, I decided to read the full profile so that they will know. Let me not just say he's a leadership coach. No. From one step, and you know you're also the CEO of Gold Minds Leadership Initiative. Yes, you've done great in schools. You've been to several schools. And I know you love it.
10 years this year.
10 years this year. Wow.
So that's what does Gold Minds?
Yeah, it's about building leaders from this high school level. We talk about the drug education. It's just youth basically, because our focus is the nation, but we have to start building youth that will take over from us, the next generation that will take over from us. So that is why the idea was to go to public schools, start to talk to these children, talk to the students, make them know that you can be ambitious and you can have a dream and still fulfill it, that your dreams are valid. And I've been doing it for like 10 years. And we noticed that we started seeing changes. A lot of people, because of their environment, they don't feel motivated, they don't feel inspired. They just feel, let me just go to school because my mom or my dad says I should go to school. But we go there, we give them examples of people that have lived in their environment, that have later become somebody in life. So it is about motivation and inspiration.
Okay,
I'm
yes.
meeting Bukola for crossing, and like I told him, I like to. The other day I told one guest like that, I never knew. I thought you were there.
yes. You know,
I'm not doing it to embarrass anyone.
Yes,
but
I
you know,
still
when
remember.
you see,
Yes.
When I came in and I said, wow. So,
on the other note,
you.
Adebukola has been like he is my mentor. I am one of his mentees in the industry. We plenty like that. Okay, welcome officially to Family and Values.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Now, today's topic: the effect of baby mamas in the society. Now, I know that you're one person that holds family dearly. If there is one man I know that doesn't joke with family time, no matter how busy he is, you see him and his family, no, you don't joke with it. And then in the midst of that, he still has time for self-time. He can decide to travel with his guys. Let's have our self-time. Now, let's start with this. How does having a new baby change a mother's life? Before we even go into how you become a baby mama, but how does having a new baby change a woman's life? At least when you had your first child, what was the expression from your wife? How did you?
First, I need to say this. I've been longing to say this, and I'm glad I'm here on air to say this. Families and Value is one of the best programs ever.
Seriously,
the concept of families and value is the best thing that's happened to TV in recent times.
Thank you.
Because one of my ideologies in life is that the nation is a reflection of the family. You understand? The kidnapper, today, the prostitute, the armed robber, any issues you see in the society is a reflection of the family setting. So let me just let's start with that.
Thank you.
You're doing well.
Thank you.
So talking about how having babies change a woman's life, it brings me back to what just happened in my vicinity just yesterday. They have this baby, and the father wakes up in the morning, the mom wakes up, they go their separate ways, and they leave the kid at home all by himself. What I'm saying is that a lot of people don't know that the moment you decide to bring a child to the world, you understand, a lot of things are going to change. It's not going to be just you alone. A lot of things, there are going to be a lot of adjustments, and those adjustments are what I see a lot of people not wanting to do. A lot of ladies, I know somebody very close to me, she doesn't like to breastfeed her child in public. You understand? Sometimes she gets the milk, put them in this thing, and put them in the fridge. You understand? So that means psychologically that lady is not practically ready
Yeah.
to start raising children. So because a lot of things will change, like it's just that God has really blessed the woman. It's only a woman that can multitask. She's cooking, she's taking care of the child, she's on the laptop and all that. But there's definitely going to be a change because you're not going to be living by yourself alone. So every woman out there should, the moment you have a child, just know that a lot of things are going to be adjusted. That's just a fact.
So can we now say being a baby mama and being a single mother can be merged as one? Can we define it to be the same?
No, they are not the same thing. A single mother can be as a result of divorce, separation, loss of partner. That one is different. Now the new trend is baby mama.
So
Baby
give us a
mama,
definition.
baby mama. The definition, this generation, we have ways of twisting things to make us feel
to
good.
make us feel good.
Yeah, hook up. Prostitution is now hook up. You understand? Fraud is now G-boy. You understand? Jay-Z, some set of Jay-Z's, Gen Z's as they call them, or millennials, set of people that are very rude to elders, mannerless. So a lot in this generation, people do things and try to, because of social media era, they try to paint it nicely so that people
it
can
be acceptable in the society.
But while we were growing up, a baby mama, it's like a shameful thing to the family. Like who is the father? Or did you do proper introduction or engagement or traditional marriage and the rest? But these days, the likes of the celebrities we see out there, they say, I don't want to get married, or I just want a baby mama. So now it's becoming a norm for people to come out and say, I'm a baby mama, or she's my baby mama. And let's not forget, we are Africans. We are Africans first. A lot of concepts that they sell to us in Africa, sometimes I look at them and I just laugh. We are African. It's totally different from what we know, how we grew up. So the issue of baby mama is contrary to nature to me, because one thing, talking about the effects, one thing people don't realize is that you cannot overemphasize the role of a father in a house. Let me give you an instance. 5 years ago, before the COVID, I had an opportunity to travel to the US, and it was just an idea of, okay, you go, you come, you work for like a year, 6 months, you come back and take your family, which is most times under probability. I turned it down because while growing up, I missed the role of a father. You understand? A father needs to be, it's just to pay school fees and I'm a father. Anybody can be a father.
Yeah.
You understand? But it takes a lot to be present in the life of your children. I know what it means to be a father, a present father in the house. That's why I turned it down, because you have to be, psychologically, you have to be there for your children. Morally, you have to be there. And I tell people this: if you are a father, you should be the number one mentor to your children. You never allow anybody mentor your child, apart from those they read, apart from the ones they see online, they read. But your son should wake up in the morning and see you as a role model. All your son needs to be, all he's ever want to be, should be you. Or your daughter should wake up in the morning, I really wish to marry the kind of my father. You understand? So those are things that those are things you need to shape. That's why you need to be in the life of a child. You understand? Sometimes I even say it everywhere I go to. You don't spend money. You don't just spend money. You spend time. That's why, as Joy rightly mentioned, you should see me, I spend more time with my kids, because you have to spend, because it will be more disastrous to start to mend an adult, something that has been broken from childhood. You're living all your life just to mend it. But in that child's life from the beginning, his temperament, his behavior, his everything about him. So when he grows up, you know how to, if you're having issues with him or her, you know how to sit him down and talk to him. You understand? So that is why that's why I'm not in support of this baby mama, because the concept, the ripple effect is always larger in our society. It will always be larger.
Okay, now let's talk about those that are baby mamas now. Does it affect their social standard or ideas of life? Now, like you earlier said, the society of today, while we were in the course of the week, I was talking to a few people, and I was asking some young girls, I don't want to be a baby mama. And one bluntly told me, yes, but I want to be a baby mama to a rich person. At least I don't want to get married, but let me have children. You know, now that's the idea they are beginning to have. Forgetting that there is, like you said, is a larger effect. When you have a baby mama, nothing was paid on your bribes. You're not a single mom. You just chose to be. So it's like somebody walking in to get a sperm donor and just have a child. That's one thing about being a baby mama. And then it was like, you must be a rich man. If not a rich man, I don't want to be a baby mama. Now, has those of them that are baby, has it affected their ideas of life? Or the fact that people are waking up and seeing celebrities becoming baby mamas, and you know, the society is not frowning, everybody is seeing it like a norm, like a normal thing. With time, I'm sure people they'll say, no, don't worry, I just want to be your baby mama. Do you think it has changed their standard of life, their ideologies, and generally in the society?
When God created man and woman and said they should be together, he actually has a bigger plan and bigger picture. You understand? There was a research that was carried out in the US, in the black community. They noticed the high rate of absent fathers, that it had huge negative effects on the society, because when the father is not there, you know, nobody to school the child, nobody to correct the child, you know, they trace a lot of atrocities, a lot of crime back to that society. So to some of them, it might be trendy to them, like, okay, I don't want to go through the issues of, okay,
controlling me.
Yes, I want that total freedom. I want to be all by myself. Even men and women that are married, there are still psychological issues that happen in marriages. You know, I've heard people divorce because the woman was always complaining that the man doesn't. The man was complaining that the woman doesn't usually wake up at night to switch off all the electronic appliances, because he grew up with a mother that does all that. So imagine, and somebody that is raised by, if you check our society today, if you see somebody that is being raised by a single mom and somebody that was raised in a home with love, there's always a difference. You understand? So life is not, I usually tell people, life is not basically about you alone. In any decision you're taking in life, it has to affect somebody. Naturally, any decision you take is going to affect somebody. Forget the fact that this generation are saying, it's up about me, let me enjoy myself, me first, and all that. But there's no how any decision you take doesn't affect the next man. So if you're coming to you don't want to get married, you want to be a single mom, or you want to be a baby mama, what about the child you want to raise? You understand? Some people, to tell you how important it is for the father figure, some people, no matter how you brainwash them as a child, no matter what you tell them about their father, it will get to a stage they will still grow up to ask for their dad. You understand? Because that missing link, that link is always be obvious.
That vacuum will be there. Now, because we still have a whole lot to ask you, and, you know, to push out to our people out there. I want to find out, is there any positive effect when you talk about, is there anything positive about being a baby mama? Your own understanding and you know, with the circle of the environment you come from, your upbringing, and you know, your analysis generally, do you think there's anything positive? Because some of them will tell you, I've had many outbreaks, and because of that, I just decide, in short, if I cannot have a man to myself, you know, I can always go to the sperm bank and get one, you know, get a surrogate to do this for me, and just have my life. Should it's for me to have a child, I know that I'm fulfilled, I'm a woman, I'm not, you know, I am not barren. So I just want to live my life. So do you think there is anything positive in being a baby?
Yeah, it's possible that something positive can come out. You know, we've heard stories where, you know, you heard the Ellen Paul story. You understand how she grew up, how everything was against her, but she turned out well in society. So 1 out of 10 will always happen, you know, but it will take a whole lot of work from that woman to bring up a responsible citizen. Because, you know, You have to be conscious that there is no man in this boy's or this girl's life. You have to be conscious of how you want that son or that child to be raised. If you're a religious person, you get him or her busy, you know, to follow the religious life. Make sure you expose that child to information as early as possible. Then you try to point out some kind of mentors in the society that he can follow. You understand? So all those things, it's gonna be possible, but it's going to take extra work from that woman, because no citizen, nobody is totally a failure. You understand? So there will always be 1 out of 10 cases.
Okay.
You know.
Thank you.
Okay, yes, there will always be 1 out of 10 cases. Let's go on our word of marble and our voice pop. Let's hear from our viewers what they have to say concerning today's topic. We'll see you on the other side.
Yeah, no. I would prefer to have my own personal wife than having a baby elsewhere.
Housewife.
Housewife. Wow, that's really interesting.
Personally, to me, I prefer a lady that is single, that is not yet married, than to marry a baby mama. I personally, I don't fancy that.
Well, I don't know. I guess I'll go for baby mama.
I don't have to be a baby daddy. Why do I have to be a baby daddy? It's not preferable. Yes, of course, I just want to be a normal husband.
Any which one goes. Anyone.
Of course, it's not bad to marry a baby mama, but of course, you know, definitely for someone to become a baby mama, something might have led to that. Maybe probably unwanted pregnancy during university days and all of that. So, and if you're comfortable with her, then I think it's good. It's good to go.
No, I would prefer my normal life and get married.
No, I don't want baby daddy because having another child. I don't think maybe machito. Maybe machito is like a loud word. If I give birth to a child now, I might disregard her.
Well, in my own analogy, side chick is just a spare tire. So once you have a tire that can take you wherever you are going, you might not need the spare tire. So side chick might not be necessary.
Anyone.
Sure, now we have some men that can do without side chick. We have some men that are very loyal to their wife without baby mama or anything. That will just stick to their wife alone.
They can go ahead, but personally to me, I will not advise that my daughter or my son should go ahead and marry a baby mama or marry a baby daddy.
Well, the choice of a baby mama, it's a personal thing. And like I said earlier, there are some things that might probably lead to issue of baby mama. But of course, if my son comes to me, walk up to me and say, Dad, this is the person I want to marry, and if they are compatible, why not?
So everybody have their own opinion about that. But to me, personally, I don't like something like that.
Once love sets in and it just like their mind just goes berserk and everything, I don't think they want to listen to their parents again. If I had the chance, you can't. You will not. I will not come to my house and be another mother and be another person's child as my own grandchild. I won't be happy. I want to be content. We will fight every day. Can it be possible? If the man brings his own mother or the daughter brings his own mother to the house, we can't stay.
Very interesting voice pop there. You know, I just kept laughing because so many people were just giving us answers that, you know, you just sit down and be wondering what's happening at the back of these people's mind anyway. Yes, that's the twist we're talking about. We'll be giving you a voice pop from time to time, so we'll listen to our viewers. Let there be that communication. Okay, back to you, Adebukola.
Yep.
Now you watched that voice pop, and I'm just focusing on that young girl that said she would be a baby mama. And even when they were saying, okay, would you want to be side chick? She said, anyone. So would you say such a person is not focused? Now you listen to another young lady that was saying, no, I don't want my son to marry a baby mama because I can't withstand it. We will fight, you know. So how do you marry these two individuals together?
Okay, one of those guys said is individual opinions. You know, people have their opinion,
Yeah.
but the most important thing is that what informs your opinion. That lady that said she wants to be a baby mama, if you check deeply, you realize that people like that, they've not had time to discover who they are and what they want out of life. So sometimes I just overlook statements like that because I think they are still the Gen Zs. You know, they just follow the trend. Whatever is trendy is what, you know, people are doing it, so I can do it. You know, it will save stress. You know, so people just. I've been in gathering of some girls that just I'm a baby mama. I want to. I don't want stress. I don't want any mother-in-law stressing me. I don't want now many different reasons because of what they read online. You understand? But in the end, look at what that other man said. He said, I think it was the other lady that said, I cannot allow my child
get married to.
I'll not be another person.
And I said I will never not be another person. You know, say we will fight.
So sometimes this concept contradicts each other. Sometimes people just say it because it is in their favor. But sometimes people when the real thing happens, you know, they'll still switch. You know. So I think his opinion is an opinion thing. But to me, that's why I didn't want to say it outrightly, like condemning the concept of baby mamas. Because people are mistaking baby mamas for single moms.
Yes, you know, one of the men said unwanted pregnancy. And unwanted pregnancy is not baby mama.
I think baby mama, to a large extent, is by choice.
It's by choice. You just decide on your own.
Make up their mind, sit down and said, okay, I've had enough heartbreaks. I make good money. I just want to have an independent life myself. I don't want any man to start bossing me around. I don't want anybody to decide for me how I should raise my child. I want to raise my child this way. I want to live this life. I want to enjoy with the girls. I want to have this kind of freedom that I have always carried on when I was young. It seems that's the best way for me, you know. And I don't want to start running after any man to get school fees.
I know that there is a particular celebrity that actually has a child, that child would never be traced to any man.
I just wanted to say this, that if you look at this particular trend, if you look at the origin, you notice that it's coming more from celebrities.
Yes.
So that is why
anything that comes from them,
celebrities is more like it's acceptable.
But to them, some of them have their reasons because some of them they need to choose their career over marriage.
Yeah.
You understand? And that's why you see that most of them, they're having issues with separation and divorce because it's not that easy to allow your wife go on set or on location for like 6 weeks, 1 month. I know they're always having trust issues. You understand? So some of them, when you're in the limelight already, when you're famous, when you're a celebrity, you know, it's not that easy to come back to that your normal you. So some of them want to maintain that standard, you know, so they'll pick their careers over their marriage. That is why it's rampant amongst them. But you that you're not a celebrity, you know, you don't have a career you're pursuing. You don't have a career
you're looking up to them. Role models. The celebrities are your role models.
You're not a celebrity. You're not doing. You don't have a profession. You know, you just want to be a baby mama.
I want to go to one of the guys that said that a baby mama is like a spare tire.
A side chick. It's a side chick. It's like a spare tire.
It's like a spare tire. You being a man. I'm going to be asking Kola this question. Mrs. Olowo Yeye.
Okay.
Mrs. Olowo Yeye. Don't take it in any
No.
No, we say it. I say it the way it is. They know me here.
The way it is. But notwithstanding that, say it the way it is, you still come back to answer my question.
Okay.
What's your own view? Side chick, a baby mama. You're married, I know.
Okay.
If you look at the two, which would you
give more respect?
Give more respect and kudos. I believe there's a standard that is, you know, acceptable.
Side chick
and baby mama.
And baby mama. Okay. Where do I start from? or single mom.
Side chick.
Side chick.
Side chick, not
They are
single
not
mom.
looking at
Side
single
chick.
mom. Leave them on
One
their
of the
place.
men said, if you have a good
Side
tire,
chick.
you don't need a spare tire. That side chicks are spare
They are
tires.
spare tires.
And we all know that if you're driving a vehicle, you must have a spare
You
tire.
must have a spare tire. So, which one would you?
Give
Okay.
more respect to. Okay, somebody comes, I'm so person's side chick, I'm so person's
Don't
baby
speak
mama.
for- for
I'm
like-
not trying to make him have a
I think
nice.
I'll go with side chick.
Why?
Because side chick, to me, there is no how as a married man you will not come across people like that. That sometimes they need to even tell you that they don't mind being a side chick. You understand? And sometimes when I sit with men, you know, the conversations are always different. People have their different reasons, you know, for having side chick. But if you ask me for my own concept of side chick, whenever I come in
Yeah, I was
contact
still
with,
going to come to that. So, give me your concept of side chick.
no, my concept of side chick, whenever I come across them, you know, or when I know that, okay, this person is my friend outside my marriage, mine is totally different. You know, sometimes I scold my friends. Sometimes, you know, we have heated arguments on how they should stop or reduce the issue of side chick, because I'm kind of more of a spiritual kind of man. So but I'm not holier than thou.
Okay.
You know, my own orientation is about impact. You know, you can meet people. You always meet people. In a world of 7 billion people, you always come across people. But whenever I come across people, male, female, I try to be a symbol of impact. You know, I don't want you to forget me in a hurry. You know, and to me, that's the way I live. You know, people live, people die.
Yeah.
But I want to live in the minds of people 30 years, 40 years after I've gone.
So, do you think men should have a spare tire?
Yeah, if you talk to some men, you know, they'll give you good enough reasons. I'm
No,
telling you,
no, no.
a man that his wife refuses him of, you know,
Sex.
for a very long time.
Or
Would you
concentration.
blame that kind of man
For having a side chick.
for having a side chick? Let's be logical.
Yeah.
A man that marries a nagging wife, you understand that he comes home every day, there is no peace in the house, and he comes across this colleague in the office that gives him that peace and that one. Would you blame such a man?
Okay.
There's always a cause and
Now,
effect.
We are going somewhere.
Yes, now this will make me put this again to you. There was a particular celebrity who said, if your husband has a side chick or is cheating, you to have a side end, and you also cheat.
And this.
What do you have to say
now?
to that? You're not talking about you.
You know that there was a day we were talking on the show when we talked about why do men cheat. And then I said something. I said when men cheat, they cheat with what? With everything, but women cheat with emotions. Now you're saying, now look at that man that said something. He said, if you have a good tire, you don't need a spare tire. But when it comes to the ethics of driving, you must have a spare tire, even if all your 4 tires are giddy. There are some men that don't have any reason why they should have side chicks, but they have side chicks.
I was talking to a counselor one day, and she said she has had sections with men that she has come to conclude that a lot of men don't even have reasons for cheating.
They don't. They are just.
Yesterday we were still saying this issue, and we're talking about, you know, a topic came and they're saying a cheating husband and the one that stays at home, which would you go for? You know, and I was saying something. I said, men, you have no business cheating if you don't have money. You have no business cheating. Now, why would a man want a side chick? Now let's even take it. Do you know that from side chick somebody wants to become a baby mama? Most of the baby mamas we have as a result of side chicks, and it's because we don't have statistics in this country. If you take statistically, there are so many marriages that you think they are similar, but they have children outside that their wives don't know. Why? Because one side chick, you know, they're always very stubborn side chicks. One might decide to say, no, this particular one, I'm keeping it.
Yeah,
and then you say you're on your own. You know, you have the child, you're totally on your own. There are situations like that. So tell me, why is it that men would just decide to have spare tires when it comes to their marriages?
Joy, let me say this. It depends on a man's ideals. You know, there are so many things that makes him it's only psychosexuals that will understand that it takes a lot to be a man. You understand? Those that are very intelligent will look for what's inside of you, not the body, not the container. You understand? There's so many things that makes a man. You know, a man that grew up from a polygamous family, or he saw his dad grow up from he saw his dad's life, the way or the life of his father. He might make up his mind at 18, at 20, that no matter the condition, I will never have 2 wives. You understand? So that kind of person, there's nothing you tell him. You just know that he won't joke with his family, and he's not, no matter what, he's not going to have a child outside wedlock. So all those things are what. That's why sometimes I think I said it here some times ago. I said I have a lot of friends. In short, I have numerous friends, but I live a life of impact, of influence. You understand? Nobody is going to influence me against my ideals in life. So sometimes I don't condemn people for their actions and reactions. I tell people this: if your marriage is not working, if your husband is having a side chick, or your wife is misbehaving, or there's always issues at home, check. There's a foundational issue in that marriage.
That was
no sane man, with a beautiful, peaceful, loving wife, attention is okay, everything is fine, we always want to go out for side chick. Because I have this orientation that women are the same cup. The women are the same tea served in different cups. You understand? It's the same tea, but different cups. Some are mugs, some are jugs, some are, just like that. So that's the orientation I have. They are all the same. The only thing that makes a woman different for me is her intellect, or how she lives her life. What's her orientation. That's what I like to learn every day. So that's the only thing that differentiates women for me. But saying the general thing that makes men look out or cheat, to me, it's just the same thing. You're just, like you said, why are you spending so much? Now, I was reading today, just before I got in the studio, it takes a whole lot to cheat these days.
It does.
Takes a whole lot.
It
So you
does.
have to think very well.
It does. It does take a whole lot
Go
to
into
cheat.
that business.
You're hiding your phone, you're passwording, you're doing times for coming for 50K, and
then you're doing it. That's why I said, if you don't have
you're
money,
buying fish. You're buying fish. The girl is taking extra. She's coming with her friends. She's taking takeaway and all
And
these
you have
things.
to go home again and do the need.
You are paying for short rest. At the end of the day, just to see a side chick, you're spending close to 100,000.
and then now the thing with side chicks
Economically,
and
it's
baby
not
mamas
advisable now.
now,
Maybe later.
the thing with side chicks and baby mamas is the fact that once they have a problem, you're the first person they call.
Exactly.
Now automatically they see you as their money back. Even when it comes to family, I was saying it yesterday, once you involve in anything side chick, baby mama, be ready.
Be ready.
Once there is an issue in her life, you're the first person she calls. And the insults they throw at you, if you cannot provide,
your wife there.
your wife would dare not.
So it's
talk
just,
to you
like
that
you're
way.
running polygamy, indirectly or directly. If you're trying to maintain 2 or 3 women at the same time, it's just like, and economically, it's not even advisable. You understand? Except you're just that man that just want to get pleasure outside. But pleasure outside, if it's affecting your finances and it's affecting, I know a lot of people that they come to the bar, they spend 10, 15, 40,000, and their kids are hungry at home. You understand? I know a particular person, that spends every day, and if you see his living condition, you're like, I hear this guy stay, so all those things, sometimes I just feel
It's not a profitable business.
no. Let husband and wife just sit down and sort whatever thing. And sometimes, if you take care of your family, this is a practical thing that I can say it anywhere. If you take care of your wife and your children, this blessing will just keep coming.
Now, I want to ask this question. Why is it that when a man has a baby mama, when he's single and it's time to get married, he leaves that baby mama and goes to marry the person that is not a baby mama? We've seen it even among celebrities, and it has brought a lot of controversies. People will talk about it. And is it that the person that has a child for you does not have value, or what? What did you see that made you? First, this person has a child for you. I believe that people can work it out and build a home. But when you want to get married, you now leave that person. and go for C. Leaving the other person's child. Now look at somebody that said, I cannot allow my son get married to a baby mama.
But she can be a baby.
We will now marry the baby mamas that are on ground.
You know, in our culture, a lot of our tradition, a lot of people frown at people that have given birth before. You know, a lot of people, especially the older generation, they will hardly ever allow you marry somebody that have given birth before. That's why, you know, thank God for social media and packaging now.
Packaging, I love that word.
A lot of people are coming out now to say, okay, I'm a single mother of 2, 1, and at the end, some people still end up getting married to them. But go and when you sit with a lot of men that have baby mamas, ask them questions. A lot of them are still not even happy. A lot of them have divided attention. Because you know you're here and somebody is telling you, somebody is telling you, school fees, clothes, your son does not have clothes anymore. You know, you cannot concentrate. That's why a lot of people, the issue of baby mama, it's like
it's an X to them. Yes, it's a no to them.
Okay, time is fast. So we want the caller to just give us his final advice on this particular topic.
Especially to that lady that says she will be a baby mama. This advice is
but she will not want to be a grandma to, you know.
Yeah, my advice still goes back to what I said earlier about families and value. One of the ways to raise a sane society and one of the easiest way to raise a dysfunctional society starts from the home. That is why I take the family setting very, very seriously, and I campaign for, I say a lot of things online so that people can know the values of having a family, of building a family together. You know, like Mother Teresa said, if I claim my domain, you claim your domain, I claim my domain, the whole world will be clean. So if this sensitivity is going on around Nigeria, and how everybody should concentrate on having a sane family, how to build a family, or how to have a godly family, I tell you, the nation building won't be a struggle. You know, nation building won't be something that will look like an illusion. So that's my final word. I'm a serious advocate for family and value.
Okay, he's a serious advocate for family and value. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I'm going to take many pictures.
Thank you.
So I'm going to push him on my picture. I'm seeing Nicola for the first time. I'm not disappointed. I know many of us.
You're not disappointed in what way?
I will tell you that
Okay.
in the other room. I know many of us out there. I'm a woman, and baby mama is all about this my gender. Yes. Baby mama is not the same thing as single mothers. And let us have that at the back of our mind. Many single people who have found themselves in that area of single mothers never, majority, let me say 95% of them would never have wanted to be a single mother, but they found themselves there. Why? Circumstances, situations they cannot explain, or even when they explain to you, you'll never understand. 10 years to this time, you will not. But let's go back. Is it possible for us to go back 10, 20 years backwards and bring back the value that comes with being a woman who comes into a husband so readily accepted, loved, and appreciated that this one is indeed a daughter? And I want to say a big thank you to the opportunity I have this morning for life. Thank God to our president. Thank God to all our crew. It's another beautiful episode of Family and Values. This week has come and we are wrapping it right now. My name is Riminolu Rabijoki David. Please be a woman that everyone would love to always, make reference to. Have a splendid weekend. Bye for now.
Yes, I'll take it from Olori. Be a woman that everyone wants to have time with, wants to associate with, like we used to say. Be that impactable woman in the society. It's been a wonderful journey from Monday to Thursday. Thank you to our wonderful President Stephen Ojo, to our head of programs, Mr. Adewale, to the head of station, Mr. Adewale, and Teslin, and to our producer, our beautiful producer. Thank you for making this production a wonderful one. To all the crew, the cameraman, Mr. K, Johnson, everyone, we are saying thank you. The control room, we are not leaving you aside. Thank you everyone for making this week a smooth one for us. We're seeing you on Monday when we take you on another journey on family and values. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye. Enjoy the